We're on location in the lovely beach town of Zandvoort with the circus behind us here, and the FIA have announced ahead of this weekend's Dutch Grand Prix that they're going to increase the pit lane speed limit from 60 to 80 kilometers per hour. While this might not seem like a big change, Max Verstappen of all people thinks this could really spice the race up and massively increase the number of overtakes and bold strategy calls we'll see on Sunday. Zandvoort is a famously difficult circuit to overtake on because of how narrow it is, with the start-finish straight heading into the Tarzan corner usually being the only real corner where we see passes consistently. Ahead of this year's Dutch Grand Prix, however, the FIA announced earlier this week that the pit lane speed limit will go up from 60 to 80 kilometers per hour. Verstappen explained on Thursday to media, including GPFans, that this could liven up the Grand Prix even if it stays dry, although that is unlikely to happen. Quote, "With the pit stop change, I think that's a good thing. I think you can gain 4 or 5 seconds with it, so that's nice. And I do think that if it just stays dry, people will see a bit more strategy. Because of course, it's a circuit where it's ultimately difficult to overtake. So I only see that as a positive thing, really." Lewis Hamilton has admitted that his dream move to Ferrari has not been the most enjoyable so far because of the pressure he has been under. Hamilton's still looking for his first Grand Prix podium, let alone win for the team heading into the second half of the season, and he could even break the record soon for the longest wait for a first Ferrari podium. With 14 Grand Prix weekends down and 10 to go, Hamilton has taken a sprint win and podium in China and Miami respectively, but has been thoroughly outperformed by teammate Charles Leclerc so far, with the Monegasque netting 5 podium finishes in 2025. Hamilton, of course, is under massive pressure, and he even admitted it's taken away from his enjoyment so far this season. Quote, "There's been so much pressure in this first half of the season that it's not been the most enjoyable. It's remembering that we love what we do. We're all in this together and we're trying to have some fun." When asked how he feels that pressure, Hamilton explained, quote, "I think it's ultimately just to get on top of everything. The amount of work we have, all the new partners, the amount of shoots we've done. Getting integrated into a new team, and it's a big, big team. It's the biggest brand in our sport as well. So a combination of all those different things it's been a lot." Finally, Yuki Tsunoda has set a target for himself to keep his seat at Red Bull Racing for next year. The Japanese driver is on an expiring deal, with reports from Automotor und Sport even stating the team has already agreed to replace him with Isaac Hadjar for 2026. Tsunoda has massively struggled since taking the seat of Liam Lawson after the Chinese Grand Prix. In Belgium, he reached Q3 of qualifying for the first time since Miami, but failed to replicate this form in Hungary before the summer break. While there have been signs of improvement, Tsunoda himself also stated he has not been driving the same spec car as teammate Max Verstappen. Quote, "Probably they didn't recognize that much, especially Helmut Marko, the difference between me and Max in terms of the package differences. As soon as they introduced that, my pace suddenly much improved. And in Hungary, the difference between me and Max was very small since practice. And that shows that actually maybe has some potential. I need to score points. That's why I was preparing for it in this summer break, and I just need to score points as much as possible. And in terms of time, we kind of agreed what kind of time we are looking for me to show the good performance in order to let them decide what kind of contract they want for me next year. But let's see." Well, that's been it for this news video. We've got a lot of content coming your way here from Zandvoort all weekend long, so keep it locked on the GPFans socials and on this YouTube channel, but we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching, and peace.